Salve, anyways, this is how Rob Lake, the Kings' current GM, hopefully he'll be fired by the time anyone sees this, has basically lost. I think he's made 42 trades. Every trade that he's made, he's basically lost, whether short-term, long-term, or both. So we'll start with his first trade, May 9th, 2017. Dallas Stars acquired Ben Bishop, and he gets Marcus Phillips. We'll give that an F. Then, May 31st, he trades Bokondu Imano. We're not going to go, that's an F. Then June 24th, 2017, Johan Sodergran, we'll give that an F. November 14th, 2017, the ill-fated Michael Camilleri signing, I guess you could say, came to its conclusion. So we'll give that one an F. Juicy Jokeman wasn't quite what he once was. Torrey Mitchell trade, November 23rd, 2017, we'll give that an F. Then, December 8th, 2017, he wanted to have another black player, I guess Jordan Subban. All the Subbans should be out of the league right now, but he traded Nic Dowd, so we'll have to give that a solid F. That was really a bad trade. January 22nd, he trades Jeff Zadkoff. And future considerations, we'll give that an F. Future considerations for Zach Leslie, an F. Then one of the worst trades in the history, February 14th, a Valentine's Day massacre, like the old NWA things. Nate Thompson and Dion Phaneuf. And he trades Marion Gaborik and Nick Shaw for them. And the Kings still paying Dion Phaneuf. He's the highest paid left-handed defenseman right now. February 21st, 2018, another F trade, Darcy Kemper, and he gets Tobias Rita and Scott Wedgwood. I can't even talk. Another horrible trade. But June 13th, 2018, even a broken clock is right once a night. Peter Budaj, he gets for Andy Andreoff. So we'll give that like a C+, maybe a B. But that didn't last long. November 14, 2018, Carl Hagelin, Tanner Pearson, F, brutal, horrible trade. November 21st, 2018, Pavel Janis to Stefan Folkovich, we'll give that an F. January 24th, 2019, what a birthday that is, right? Dominic Kubalik, and that's another F. They got a 5th round pick. Then January 28th, 2019, Carl Grunstam, Sean Dursey, 1st round pick. Kobe Bing, which was another, I give that an F because Jake Muzzin was the top 4 top pairing defenseman at worst. They didn't quite get the value they needed for that. February 11th, 2019, Kim Nuasian to Nate Thompson, Frederick Dale, we'll give that another F. February 21st, 2019, Lucas Parrick, Garen Bukjusin, so they traded Hagelin, that's another F. They got him, it's an F. They traded him, it's an F. February 24th, 2019, Spencer Watson, Matthew Iacopelli, another F. February 25th, Oscar Battenberg, who's actually decent for them. They trade him, that's another F. This one, June 22nd, 2019, Samuel Figamio. You know what, I'll give this a C+, because he might pan out. So we'll give that a C+, a little bit above average. February 5th, 2020, Trevor Moore, Alex Lafreniere, Cameron, why not, which is a funny name. And the Jack Campbell, Kyle Clifford. I have to give this an F because they got shafted, because it should have been a 2nd round pick, and they didn't really get much value. Tyler Foley, an F-, F+, one of the worst trades in Kings history. They get Tim Shaler, Tyler Mann, an undersized trash. Thea Nierenbach, Damian Gardner, just trash. Alec Martinez, February 19, 2020, another F. They basically give up Will Culio, Ben Ross. I can't even, his first season was really good in Vegas. I can't even talk, it's so bad. February 24, 2020, I know somebody has his birthday. It's funny, the Kings made a few trades on this. Derek Floorboard, the 1st round bust. They trade and they can't only get a 4th round pick. What makes this an F and even worse is they protected floorboard, which is abysmal. If you're going to protect somebody, protect McNabb, a much better player. October 4th, 2020, Brad Morrison, and they got Oli Mata, retained salary. Well, you know what? We'll give that a C+. That worked out all right. October 7th, 2020, Theodore Niedenbach, Sam Strange, and we get Brock Faber. I got to give that an F because he was never going to sign for the Kings. October 7th, 2020, Elias Anderson, first second-round pick, who became Will Kyle. He's doing good. Solid F. Horrible trade. Then Lucas Mercury, Yiga Yamanov. I just give that like an F. Brandon Lemieux for a 4th-round pick, Brody Lamb. You know what? That's a C+. Some people don't like Lemieux. They give that an F, but that was a C+. So I think that was a good trade. I like that. Christian Roland and Michael Amadio trade. That's a solid F. Really bad. Another one of the worst trades in Kings history. They trade Jeff Carter, the real great one, who got them 2 Stanley Cups, Jeff Carter, and they got nothing for him. So that 70s line, they ended up with absolutely really nothing to show for it, basically, for the most part. Jeff Carter hopefully would go on to win a cup with the Penguins, but we'll see. But so they basically got a 3rd and a 4th round pick for Jeff Carter. And they trade a 2nd and 3rd rounder for Victor Arvidsson, July 1st, 2021. I give that a solid F. Because basically you got Arvidsson, an undersized, injury-prone player, which just held people back. Velarde would have had 20, 30 goals playing on that line. You could have had Bagiamo playing on that line. You could have had Chromiak. There's a lot of guys. Kupari, you know. But yeah, Victor Arvidsson, he quit on the team. He's a mope. I can't stand him. July 24th, Amani called Holtz for Braden Burke, another F. Then Pinelli, I'll give that a C+. July 24th, 2021. He might pan out, a little undersized for the Ben Roger, Robert Orr. July 24th, Anton Olsen, Jackson Blake. Samuel Hellenius, we'll give that a C+. Hellenius has some potential. Cameron Wynot, Jack Beck, July 24th, 2021. For Kirill Kirsanov, I got to give that an F because I don't think he'll ever sign. March 20th, 2022. Brandon Ali for Troy Stetcher. Give that a C-. He was alright in the playoffs. Frederick Allard for Brian Burke, March 21st. That's an F. Nelson Noja, Marcus Phillips, March 21st, F. Kevin Fiala for Brock Faber and a 1st-round pick, 19th overall, who became Liam Ogren. I have to give that an F, just because Kevin Fiala, they gave him that big contract, but they could have just signed him to an offer sheet for 1st, 2nd, 3rd-round pick. They shouldn't have given him a 1st-round pick with Faber, maybe a 2nd and a Faber. Get it? So, and I don't think Fiala fits the team where he's going to work out. Then July 8th, Johnny Connors, Jared Wright, Lucas Edmonds, we'll give that a C-. And then July 8th, Caleb Lawrence, they trade a 7th-round pick for him. So I would give that about a, yeah, you know, I'll give that like a, give that like a C-. Yeah, C. No, that was an average trade. But this is going to be the trade that really is going to define the Kings. What bothers me about the Kevin Fiala trade, too, is they signed him to a 7-year contract. Really? You're going to trade for his rights and you don't even get an 8-year contract out of him? So, like I said, I think Blake has been a failed GM. Other people might like him. But the Kings have an overload in certain positions. They don't have a left-handed defenseman. Their 3rd and 4th line centers are abysmal. Maybe Byfield could be a 4th over Lizotte. You bring up Kupari, and that might work out. But yeah, the Kevin Fiala trade, that's really going to be what turns out. Brock Faber is expected to be a good player, so we'll see. So yeah, for the most part, I think he lost all the trades he made. Overall, short-term, long-term, or both. But, you know, hopefully Fiala pans out better than I expect, but he's an undersized player, defensive liability. I don't think it's working out too great. But you can see this is what he did on, you know, when they had a chance to do something, they were in the playoffs. And this is what he does on trade deadline day. He makes picks for, he picks up like minor leaguers. And Troy Stetcher was a failed pick in the regular season, but he did well in the playoffs, so I gave him a little bit of a curve. But remember, 7th round pick, raw
Raw, one of the top defensemen, is a 7th round pick. So anyways, I appreciate anyone who's watched this long, and we'll see what other trades Blake makes by the time that I put this up. But I wouldn't expect Blake to ever win a trade. The Kings need a left-handed defenseman. They're not going to get by with mediocre Mikey. They're not going to get Toby Bing, another undersized scrub player. I don't think that was a good pick. But yeah, for the most part, I would say Blake's been a bad GM, especially when it's been trades and drafts. Some of the signed players have worked out, like Korpisalo and Dowd to a degree, you know, and maybe for a year.